guys, what's going on? I've got a bit of a different setup here, as you can tell. Can't really see or hear myself very well, so hopefully this video comes out okay. I have a different location today because I'm doing a haul video. I'm gonna be showing off most of what I bought when I was at the Too Many Games con. So I do one of these every year. I always do a PAX haul. So different con, but same sort of stuff. Again, not going to be showing off everything that I bought, mostly just, you know, the goodies, so to speak, that I think people would like to see. So I've kind of sat myself back here so I'll be able to show off the bigger stuff a little bit better. So without any further ado, let's get started on crap that I bought for myself. I think I'll start with games, and I counted, and I'm fairly sure from what I remember that I came out with about 17 games this year, which is a lot, especially considering that Steam also had its summer sale and I bought a lot of games there as well. Some of these are for collection's sake, some of them I'm actually going to play. But nonetheless, I found a lot of really good stuff this year. Starting with Majora's Mask 3D. Hopefully you guys can see that. I wanted to get this game for quite some time, but it was still a little bit pricey to me. So I actually found it at the con for a pretty decent price. Brand new. It wasn't in plastic, but it's in really good shape, and I'm very excited to actually go ahead and play this because this is one of the only 3DS Zelda games that I'm missing. They were having a special few games that they were selling at the con. They were selling Twitch Plays Pokemon on an actual cartridge. There were only 100 copies available. My friend Alex bought one of those. I bought one of the special games that they were selling. This is the fan-made English version of Mother 1 and 2. They also had Mother 3, and this is on a Game Boy Advance cartridge. So this is 100% playable. Again, it's really sort of unique, so I picked this up and I'm really excited to actually get around to playing this at some point. I also went ahead and I added to my Harvest Moon collection this year. I replaced my Harvest Moon DS. I have the case on my shelf, but I lost my cartridge quite some time ago, which is very sad because this is probably my favorite handheld newer Harvest Moon game, so I'm very happy that I can actually go ahead and I can replace this. And one game that I don't have in my collection is Sunshine Islands. I also don't have Island of Happiness, but I did manage to pick this up. This is fully sealed in plastic, so brand new, really good price, really nice to actually add to my Harvest Moon collection. Still sort of on the fence about whether or not I'm going to unpackage this and play it because I know so much about the game without actually playing it. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. This is a very special game. It's just Zelda 2, which, you know, it's debatable whether or not it's special, but what you may or may not be able to see on this cartridge is that this was actually signed by the angry video game nerd James Rolfe. We've got his signature here in the corner. So this is pretty spectacularly amazing to me. This is definitely going to be in my collection, something I'll, you know, never get rid of, and I'll totally cherish it. He was at the con, he had a panel, and he was also doing an autograph signing session, so, you know, I waited in line, I did my time, I got a picture with James, I got him to sign this. He is a super cool guy in real life. I also got to meet Mike Matei and Bootsy, all really nice people, and, you know, that's probably one of the coolest things that I have here by far. Adding to my Resident Evil collection, I managed to pick up a Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, and I also picked up Resident Evil 2 still sealed in plastic. Now, because I have both of these games on PlayStation 3, sort of virtual console, this is an example of games that I'm not really necessarily going to play. I'm going to play it on the updated PlayStation 3, but they're more or less just for collection's sake. Both really good price. Very happy to actually find this one sealed in plastic. Also, for my sort of survival horror collection that I have going on, I managed to find both Parasite Eve games. So Parasite Eve 1 and Parasite Eve 2. Parasite Eve 2 I actually got a really good deal on because it's missing the manual, but doesn't really matter too much to me. If I can save money, then I'm all for that. Again, I have both of these on PS3, so mostly just collector's items. Also, in the Resident Evil collection, I've never even heard of this game before, so of course I had to pick it up. This is Resident Evil Dead Aim, and from what I've read online, it's sort of like a spin-off game. It's third person, and the shooting aspects are first person. So this is kind of an interesting one that I will definitely give a try to, because, again, I've never heard of it, so that's something completely new to me. Most of these games in here, actually I think all of them, are games that I've either heard of or I have, but this one is actually the kind of exception to the rule. So that was kind of a fun find. Adding to my Atelier collection, I got the two PS2 sort of spin-off games. Not necessarily spin-offs, but they have a different title. They're not included in the Atelier title, so to speak, but they are included in the franchise. This is Mana Khemia 1 and Mana Khemia 2. Again, these are really expensive online to find, so I was very fortunate to be able to find these, and I'm very excited to add those to my collection. And then I found a couple of games that were dirt cheap, and so I had to buy them. Dead Space 2 for Xbox 360. I also have this game on PlayStation 3. I have Dead Space 1, 2, and 3 on there. And sort of my guilty buys that I was like, I don't know if I want to buy these, I'm kind of ashamed, I don't know if I should or not, was Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. This is incredibly beat up. I don't know if you guys can see that. The case is in really shitty condition, so luckily I think I only paid like $2, $3 for this. And I also bought Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts because this is sort of the infamous bastard child of the series, so to speak. But again, it was kind of like, if I'm only paying, you know, like $2, $3, $4 for these, then I really don't have anything to lose. It would be much cheaper to buy them than to actually buy them on Amazon. So I got those, and then the last thing is another game for the Resident Evil collection. This is the first Resident Evil game on PlayStation, and it's actually comes in the box. And not only that, but it also has the instruction manual and everything in it. So this is kind of like the complete package. Really, really good to sort of have this in the collection. Very, very happy about that. Of course, with Resident Evil HD coming out at the start of this year, playing this is sort of obsolete, but again, it's more one of those games that I'm just sort of adding to the collection. And the last game that I bought, which again is another sort of replacement piece in my collection, is the first Golden Sun game, which you're not going to be able to see. I played Golden Sun as a child. I played the second one as a child. I love the franchise, but somewhere along the line I lost the copy of the first game. I have the second game. I have Dark Dawn. This is the only one that I was missing, and I was very fortunate enough to get my hands on this for relatively cheap. I thought it was a fair price. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with the, package or anything like that. But all of my Game Boy Advance games are sort of just sitting in a box on my shelf anyways. So I'm very happy to have this back in my collection and in hard copy so that, one of these days I can go back and play it and Golden Sun 2 and Dark Dawn don't look as lonely. So that's it for my games. I guess I'll just go right into clothing that I bought, because I didn't buy this much this year. With my pass that I bought for Too Many Games, I also got the t-shirt for this year. Nothing too spectacular, but I didn't pay much more to get my pass than what my friend Alex paid. I think I only paid like maybe 10 bucks more. And my pass actually came with a t-shirt and a poster, and his didn't. So really, all things considered, you can't complain for that price. And I also always like to have sort of a memento of the cons that I go to. I get a PAX t-shirt every year, so it's only tradition that I get a Too Many Games t-shirt as well. From Sanchi's booth, I picked up this adorable Kirby t-shirt because I love Kirby. From the same booth, I also picked up the singular piece of Dark Souls merchandise that was at the entire con, which was really, really disappointing. This is a Jolly Cooperation Solaire t-shirt. I had to have it because it's simply wonderful. Wish I would have saw more Dark Souls stuff, but I picked up the only piece that I could find. And then the one sweater that I bought is a Link sweater, so it's got sort of like the tunic on the front, and then it has the shield on the back, and I actually got use out of this already. It rained on the weekend, and I had to walk back to the hotel in a skirt, so I put this on, and it kept me nice and warm. So I got full use out of this already. Very, very comfortable, very warm. And I really love hoodies and sweaters, so I feel like this will get a lot of other uses as well. Okay, a few other things to get through. I bought one sort of figure this year, and this is Link, the Wind Waker version. I seen these online, and I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to buy it. It was quite pricey. I found it for a pretty good price at the con, and this is a really interesting figure because you can actually change Link's faceplate, you can change his expressions, and it comes with a lot of really, really cool accessories. This is kind of one of these things that I'm sort of debating about taking out of the box or not. I sort of want to keep it in the box because most of the time I have the tendency to just take figures out, but I don't really use them much as sort of collector's pieces. So I'm a little bit on the fence about it, but this is a really, really nice figure. Very, very well done. And plushies. I tried to limit myself to plushies because I have a bit of an addiction. My room is overflowing. I don't have room for them. So I just picked up a few this year. For myself, I did pick up a few for my friends, a few as gifts. I wanted to pick up these two to sort of add to my Kirby collection because I have a lot of Kirby's in all different sorts of hats and costumes, so I saw these and, you know, I thought they were cute, so I picked those up. On the same day I picked up my Kirby shirt. I picked up an Espeon, because that is my favorite of Eevee's evolutions. I picked up a slime from Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior, etc. I couldn't find the blue slime. There was only a white one and a pink one, so I picked up the white one. And then finally, because I cannot resist Hello Kitty just as much as I cannot resist Kirby, I picked up another Hello Kitty for my collection as well. So that's about it for plushies. I picked up quite a few posters as well. I got my Too Many Games poster for this year. Nothing too special, just has some of the Earthbound cast. It's got all of the different people that were there, so anybody that had a panel, anybody that had an autograph session, you know. So this will probably go up along my Penny Arcade posters that I pick up every year when I go to PAX. Again, that was complimentary, or actually it wasn't complimentary, I actually paid $5 for that. my bad. I got this beautiful Last of Us poster with Joel and Ellie. There was a vendor selling a lot of different artwork that was just phenomenal. Not just from video games, but from movies and comic books and stuff like that. So I picked up a small-ish print of Joel and Ellie. And from the same stand, I picked up a larger print of Leon Kennedy, because I simply could not resist, because he is my ultimate man crush of all times ever. And I have a poster of Leon from Resident Evil 4, so those two will sort of go together. I picked up a Smash poster with all the Smash characters on it. I love the colors of this. It's gonna make a really, really nice piece on my wall. Once I find a place to put it, I'm not sure where I'm going to put it yet, but I will find some place at some point. And then finally, probably my favorite poster of all is this one that I picked up of Midna and Majora's Mask. I don't know if you can see that. It got kind of squished in my suitcase when I was traveling back, but I flattened it out for the most part. Beautiful, beautiful poster, and I actually bought this on the first day, and they had completely sold out by the second day, so very, very popular. A lot of people ended up taking this home from the con, but love it. It's amazing. I love Midna, I love Twilight Princess, Majora's Mask, Zelda, you know, all that stuff, so that is fantastic. And that's pretty much it. There's a couple of other sort of miscellaneous things that I picked up from Sanchi. I picked up a pair of earrings, and these are earrings actually of Navi. These are going to be really hard to see. I might be able to put a picture that I took of these. So I bought a pair of Triforce earrings from Sanchi a couple of years ago. They make really, really cool sort of nerdy jewelry. I still have my Triforce earrings. They're still in good shape. So I wanted to buy these to sort of, you know, add on to that sort of collection. And on the box it actually says, "Hey, listen," like Navi would do. And speaking of Navi and fairies, I picked up this handmade Navi or fairy in a bottle from one of the vendors that was selling stuff. So this isn't anything too special, but I just really like it. It's just really pretty. And I tried to sort of mix it up, and I tried to buy things from sort of the big name vendors, and I tried to buy things that were from people that actually made a lot of their stuff, because there were people there that had beautiful artwork. Some guy was doing like sculptures that were amazing. A lot of people were doing like fridge magnets, drawings, all sorts of things. So I really tried to get a couple of things from those people as well, because they worked really hard to put all this stuff together. And I did buy a couple more things from those people that I don't have on me right now. I bought some buttons and some pins. I bought some very small drawings from a girl. She did them all herself, so I bought 4 Resident Evil pictures. They're very, very cute. And there's a couple other sort of mismatched things that I picked up that I can't show because I've either put them away or, you know, I didn't think they were really all that important to show. So that's sort of like all the haul that I got. Like I said, I bought quite a few things for my friends. I bought some stuff that wasn't at the con, but I bought other places in my travels when I was visiting my friends. So all in all, it was a very expensive but a very, very, very fun trip. It was, you know, it was a blast. I'll probably do more videos relating to the con. I'll just talk maybe a little bit about it because it was my first year going to too many games. You know, usually I go to PAX East. I did cosplay for the first time, so I'll probably talk a little bit about that and anything else you guys might be interested in. If you have any comments or questions or anything, I would really like to hear it. I like to do these sorts of videos. They're just a little bit different and a little bit fun in my opinion. So hopefully you guys enjoyed my ramblings. I realize this video is super long and I'm very, very sorry. And if you did watch this, then thank you very, very much. I appreciate it, and hopefully I can bring you guys some uploads soon. I'll see you guys soon.